Every 7 years, a new titan emerges in the world of gaming, a nexus of experiences that connect us through most of our lives, common experiences in which we can learn to better understand each other and our places in the world. In a world experiencing new things every day, the comfort of a community is something we seeked, something we strived for. It's been 50 years, half a century of artistry and cooperation for the sole purposes of learning, creating, and just having fun. But it feels like all we're left with is unlimited games, but no games. You know, it's pretty funny how much real philosophical meaning you can get from just a stupid internet joke that has blown up recently, but I really like this phrase for some reason. I'm pretty sure it's a common thing that once you become an adult, you kind of lose connection with the person you used to be. And that's the whole reason I'm even making this video in the first place. But recently, I've been going through it, man. It just feels like all those crutches that we used to hold on to as a young kid, or a teenager even, aren't the same anymore. And obviously, since I've been a gamer my whole life, this apathy that I feel now is directly correlated with what me and the boys are trying to play when we hop on that Discord call late at night. And I've been noticing that over the past year or two, the phrase unlimited games but no games has become a mainstay with me and my friends. It really feels like we have infinite access to whatever we wanted to play. It's just that we don't want to play any of the games that we have. There's nothing that's grabbing us like all the games that we used to play. And I feel like the short life cycle and the trend chasers and all that could be the reason why modern gaming, quote unquote, has gone down this path. But then again, I think of the amount of good games that are coming out recently that I do have good feelings towards. You got the Balatros and the Deltarunes, really good games. It just feels like those ones are less common nowadays. And even if one of those comes out, they're kind of like a flash in the pan. So what do me and my friends even do? Well, when we don't get the sudden urge to download and play a 100 GB game that we used to play, we usually land on Roblox, which is kind of sad because that's what I used to play when I wanted to play other games. But I think we lean on that because there's not the risk of you buying the new overpriced and underdeveloped game that might not even last 2 weeks with you and your friends. There's probably 1,000,001 different reasons why different people feel this way, but I think to figure out our answer, we have to go back to why the old games worked. Back when the internet really started popping off, gaming communities absolutely took it by storm. They really squeezed everything they could out of this possibility for connection with other people. In a time when gaming was so heavily stigmatized, the ability to find people who are like-minded and enjoy the same interests as you was super special back then. You had your forums, your websites, your subreddits. It just felt almost easier back then to find a community of people all revolving around a game you're interested in. Nowadays we have Discord servers and things like that, but even those don't feel as connected anymore. You join a new game's Discord server and it feels like you're out of the loop somehow, even though it just came out. Everyone already knows each other inside of it. Maybe they came from other communities, but it kind of feels like a members-only club. Nobody uses these avenues anymore for the connections that we used to. And the games nowadays that have good communities are really small, comparatively to how they used to be. And the games back in the day, even if they didn't have these communities, still had these unique ideas and genres and gameplay elements that made them stick out. And even if they didn't have that, the technological innovation of the time with the Xbox 360 was pushing AAA games like Call of Duty way further than they are pushed nowadays. These games were doing things that have never been done before, and they were really inspiring people, young people like myself, to go do real things with their lives. This is my most important game. This game is why I even make videos. When this game released, I remember it feeling like the first mainstream game There were shirts about it, cakes, balloons, everything you could think of. You would go to the store and you would see Minecraft somewhere. And everyone knew about it. Even your parents knew about it. It was everywhere. And I think the reason it grew big like this was because of that community that it made early on. The game didn't give you a tutorial. It really made you work for what you wanted to do. A lot of things you learned early on was just word of mouth from other people. It was like how I always heard of the old Pokemon games and stuff before my time. You'd go to school and then some guy was telling you about the Aether portal. You go home and you try to make it and you had some severe disappointment. It really felt like you had a connection with anyone. You didn't have to be good at the game, whatever that even means. You didn't even really have to be a creative kid to find some enjoyment with it. I'm sure a lot of kids growing up, including myself, heard that you're living in your own world. Like I would zone out and my grandma would say I'm on Mars or something like that. I was a space cadet. And I think for myself and a lot of others, Minecraft gave that world a tangible form. It gave that world those ideas you would have, an avenue to be expressed in. And even though when you were playing, you're at home, it really did feel like an escape. And some of this magic of Minecraft comes in the fact that I'm not the only one that has these feelings. It was an absolute cultural phenomenon. It was really less of a game and more of a life experience to grow up as Minecraft grew up. It's another home for me and for many other people. So when I load the game and that music kicks in, those emotions and memories really start flooding back. Memories of my old elementary school and the old friends I haven't seen in years. The smell of my grandma's cooking after a long day at school. The warmth I felt and the passion I felt as I played with other people that I cared about. And all these thoughts inevitably trail into thoughts of my life back then. Memories of the smell of my grandfather's cologne that he used to wear. He was a huge inspiration for the man I am today. And I just wish he could see how far I've come now. And as I'm playing the game, as these thoughts are flowing through my head, whether I want them to or not, a lot of the times I just start tearing up. I don't understand why a game can elicit a reaction out of someone as strong as this one is. Because besides all the praise I've been giving it, it really is just a game. It's not real. But it really isn't the game that's giving me these reactions. It's like a portal, a mirror reflecting on who we used to be. You get to look back at a time before any of the mistakes you might have made or any of the triumphs you've had. Back when everything was really simple. Back when the worst thing that could happen is you find out that your parents aren't making the food that you like for dinner. Back before we grew up. I don't really think games are worse now. I know I just spent the whole video giving detailed explanation and evidence why you would believe this way. But the thing is, I can ask my sister, who's 7 years younger than me, and she probably has a similar emotional response and feelings to games that I do.
Will happen, happening, happen. Will happen, happening, happened, and will happen again and again. 'Cause you and I will always be back then. You and I will always be back then.
Every 7 years, you're not the same person you used to be. In that time, your ideas, your ideals, and even your entire body goes through this metamorphosis of sorts. The only thing that really stays the same is the memories you have.
You and I will always be back then.
And if you lose those memories, you lose yourself.
You and I will always be best friends.
And every 7 years, there's a new generation that grow up to enjoy whatever is new at the time. And every 7 years, new people step up to the plate as the ones creating these memories we have. Right now, my generation, the one that grew up with Minecraft, is the one making the memories for the new. And while we'll never get to go back to the time that we had, we can sure as hell make a good time for those growing up right now. Because despite everything, we have games. Unlimited games.